Hi and welcome to The Venture. I'm Suzi Dafnis and I'm here with Robert Gerrish and Valarie Khoo. Today we're talking about leadership and management. What is the difference and what does it mean for your business? Robert, what is the difference between leading and managing?
Well, that's a good question. I think in a small business, I think there are some key differences. I guess when you're managing, we are tending to be very much kind of working in the business, doing things, managing projects. When we're leading, I think we have should be adopting a very different persona, and we're showing others around us that we're moving forwards, that we have a particular vision and direction that we're moving in. So I think there's different behaviours. But I do think the two kind of morph for a lot of people, particularly at the small end of town.
Absolutely. I think in a small business, you're going to wear both hats, and sometimes there's a little bit of a blurry line between the two. But I think as a leader, that's where your soft skills come in, and that's where you need to do things like understand the motivations of your staff and understand, well, why are they here? What do they actually want to get out of their role? But as a manager, you need to, use some tools, whether it's performance reviews or, organisational tools, to make sure you just get things done.
I always think of leadership as the role of setting the vision for the organisation and management being the delivery of that vision. But as a small business owner, I'm often wearing both hats. So what's important for me is to consciously know when am I doing leadership type of activities and when am I doing management, and not getting the two confused.
Yeah, and I think, if for those people that have read Gerber's book, The E-Myth, he talks about entrepreneur versus manager, and I think entrepreneur in small business is fundamentally a lot of kind of leadership. It's when we're in our entrepreneurial brain, it's when we're coming up with ideas and we're going off in new directions. But I think also in business, particularly those people that, as you know, a lot of our people kind of work alone, and there's still a role for leadership even when you're working by yourself. I think we need to show our suppliers, we need to show the people around us. Most of our people work from a home office with family members there, spouses. So I think we need to demonstrate leadership and just let people know, hey, I know what I'm doing here, I know where this is going, to those around. So I think it affects every size of business, most definitely.
And to take the time to bring yourself out of the business to take on that leadership role. If you get too far into the daily grind, then, you get too far into the daily grind and you kind of lose that leadership role and you don't spend the time inspiring and empowering your staff.
And I've found that sometimes for small business owners, where the frustration comes is when they're busy doing the work, managing the business, managing the staff or the suppliers or the projects, and not actually taking time to set the vision, to define those goals, to look at where the future lies.
Yeah, you cannot lead if you don't know where you're going. You walk out into a field and try leading if you've got no idea what direction you want to go in. It's not going to be possible. And the same is true in business. If you're going to be a leader, you've got to know what path you're on and where you're trying to get to.
So in wrapping up, it's important to know when are you being a manager and when are you being a leader. Are you setting the vision for your business or are you just getting things done? Either is fine as long as you're doing it with purpose. Thank you for joining us here on The Venture, and we'll see you next time.